Hare Krishna, dear devotees, Dandavat Pranam. All glories to Shri Prabhupāda. Today we are continuing with Caste System, Cast Out from the book Civilization and Transcendence by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Shri Prabhupāda, founder Acharya of the International Society for Krishna Consciousness. Our point is, wherever you go, you will find first-class man who is truthful. Now, wherever you find a truthful man, you can classify him as a Brahmana and train him to serve the social body in that capacity as a spiritual teacher and advisor. That is wanted. Why assume? Here is the son of truthful man. Therefore, he is truthful, a Brahmana. That is misconception. You have to find the truthful men all over the world and train them as Brahmanas. That we are doing. If you follow these principles, no illicit sex, no intoxication, no gambling, no meat eating, you are a Brahmana. Come on, receive further training. The fellow's father may be a meat eater or a gambler or a drunkard, but he himself is truthful and agreeable to Brahminical life. Then tell him, alright, come on, you are welcome. Then everything will be alright. You could not abolish the truthful class of men even if you wanted to. You'll find truthful men everywhere. You simply have to train them. So Krishna says, Chaturvarnam maya shrishtam gurna karma vibhagasha. According to their qualities and work, you take some men and put them in Brahminical class, others in Kshatriya class, still others in Vaishya class, and the rest in the Shudra class. But you cannot abolish that system. That is a false attempt. Pushta Krishna. You are saying the natural system is to classify a person and train him for a particular duty, according to particular inner qualities and a particular propensity to act. Shri Prabhupada. Yes, that classification is wanted. That must be there. Pushta Krishna. And what will be the benefit of classifying and training people according to their own qualities and propensities? Shri Prabhupada. The benefit will be that the whole social body will function harmoniously. The social body must have brain and arms and belly and legs to be complete. If there is no brain, no head, then what is the use of these arms and legs and belly? It's all dead. So in human society, if there is no class of learned, truthful and honest men with Brahminical qualification, then society is ruined. That is why people are perplexed. Today, almost everyone is trained to be a Shudra, a laborer. Go to the factory, that's all. Go to the factory and get money. And when the man gets some money, he immediately purchases wine and women. So if you try to make society classless, you will produce such men. Useless men disturbing the social body. You cannot make society classless. If you try to make it classless, naturally people will become all Shudra, fourth class men and worse. Then there will be social chaos. Pushta Krishna. But can all people take an equal interest in the religion despite their belonging to different social classification? Shri Prabhupada. Yes, this I have already explained, that any civilized human being, he has got some religion. Now the basic principle of religion are the statements made by God. So here is the Vedic system in what God says. If you take this system, then the social body will be perfect. Not only for Hindus but also for Christians, Mohammedans and for everyone. And that is being practically realized in a Krishna consciousness movement. We have got devotees from all groups of human society and they are taking to this Vedic system. It is practical. There is no difficulty. So Hindus, Muslims, Christians, everyone should take to this Krishna religion and become Krishnites, Christians. Laughter. The Greek word Christos comes from the Sanskrit word Krishna. In fact, another spelling of Krishna is Krishta. So actually, if we take to the root meaning Christian or Christian, so that is controversial point. But everyone can take to Krishna. then everything will be settled up. Pushta Krishna. Would you like to hear another question, Srila Prabhupada? Srila Prabhupada. Yes. Pushta Krishna. It is said that whereas the Shrutis, the four original Vedas, the Upanishads, and the Vedanta Sutra embody eternal truths, the Smritis, the Puranas, the Mahabharatas, the Ramayana, and corollary Vedic literatures embody the rules of conduct and thus need to be revised according to the dictates of the changing time. Will such a view be accepted to all sections of society? And if so, how can the new Smritis come into being and who will give them sanction and sanctity? Srila Prabhupada. These Smritis are given by the Lord and His representatives. They come from spiritual authorities such as Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The Shastras or scriptures also give the authority. For instance, for this age Kali Yuga, the Lord has prescribed a special means of God realization, the chanting of His holy name. Smritis such as Naradiya Purana says the same thing, that in the age of Kali Yuga, the only possible means of God realization is chanting the Lord's name. In the Bhagavata Purana 12.3.51, also Shukadeva Goswami directs, Kalera dosha nide rajan asti he ko mahan guna कीर्तनादेव कृष्णस्य मुक्तसङ्गपरं व्रजेत्. Although in this age there are so many faults, it is truly an ocean of faults. Still, there is one very great advantage. Simply by chanting the Hare Krishna mantra, one becomes fully purified and is liberated from all the material miseries. So these Smriti's injunctions we should take up, and actually we see all over the world how is it purifying all the sections of people. Take this chanting of Hare Krishna, then Shruti Smriti everything will be fulfilled. This is easiest method. Kirtanad eva Krishnasya mukta sangha param vrajet. Chant the Lord's name and you will be liberated. Pushta Krishna. So the Shrutis are eternally relevant and constant? Srila Prabhupada. Yes, everything is based on the Shrutis. As the Vedanta Sutra says, Anavrittam Shabdat. Simply by chanting the Lord's name and instruction, His sound vibration, one becomes spiritually realized. Shabda Brahman means the spiritual sound vibration. And as the Vedanta Sutra instructs us, by chanting the spiritual sound vibration, the instructions and holy name of the Lord, one can become liberated. Pushta Krishna. Also the Smritis are directly based on the original Shrutis. Yes, for instance, Bhagavad Gita is considered Smriti, and Bhagavad Gita also says, Satatam kirtayanto mam yatantascha dradavrata. Fully endeavoring with determination with great souls are always chanting my glories. And in the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, which is also considered Smriti, explains, Shruti Smriti Puranadi. The great devotees heed both the Shrutis and Smritis. Another Smriti, Naradiya Purana, enjoins Harer Nama Eva Kevalam. In this age of quarrel, the only way to realize God is to chant His holy name, chant His holy name, chant His holy name. So because He was in the role of a great devotee, Lord Chaitanya followed this injunction of Shruti and Smriti. Krishna Varnam Tusha Krishnam Sangopangasta Parshadam. Krishnam Varnayanti. Lord Chaitanya was always chanting Hare Krishna. These examples are evidence that the Smritis are directly based on the Shrutis. So introduce this Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, everyone will be purified. Pushta Krishna. Is Smriti more than just a rules of conduct? Prabhupāda. Yes, here is what Smriti means. The original four Vedas are considered Shruti, but simply by hearing them, one cannot understand fully. Therefore, the Smritis have explained further. Purnayanti iti Purana. By hearing the Puranas and the other Smritis, one makes his understanding complete. The Vedic mantra are not always understood. For instance, The Vedanta, which is Shruti, begins with the mantra Janmadiyasya Yata. The Supreme is that being from whom everything has emanated. This is very abbreviated, but the Srimad Bhagavatam, which is Smriti, explains Janmadiyasya Yatonyad Itartascharteshu Abhigyaswarat. The Supreme Being from whom everything is emanated, directly and indirectly cognizant of everything and is fully dependent. In this way, the Smriti explains the Shruti. Here we conclude with the eternal truths versus everyday reality. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Pancha kalpatarupyascha kripa sindhubhyev cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaः. Ananta koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai.